por alguém? Hi. Um, so I'm here today to make to answer some of your questions about the new book, this one that we are sending out to pretty much everywhere in the world. And that is basically it. I have some things with me I might show here, but firstly I wanted to talk about this specifically this book here. Thank you so much. The trailer actually it recaptures some moments from other trailers. Thank you, thank you. It recaptures some moments from other trailers and mixes all of them together because it makes sense. We are releasing this version by issues. This is the first one, as you can see. I think we already explained it pretty much. And then there will be like a second one, a third one, and so on. I actually don't know about the recurrence of the books themselves, because it's hard to say. I'm currently making the third volume. The one we have been posting some images about. It will have a family of Kasai Rex. It will have other cryptids. Yes, some repaint. I don't really know what you mean by some repaint. Are you talking about the books themselves, the models I have? Because I think what you're trying to say is hola. I think what you're trying to say is the colors of the Kasai Rex will be different. So I will show you something I have here. It's not the Kasai Rex by itself, by any means, but it's a reborn. Yes, I have here the ones one I repainted actually. Olá Tiago, tudo bem? Eu tenho que fazer este live em inglês, está bem Tiago? Pronto. So these are the reborn models. I have like a bunch of them, and I will be getting more soon. This is not a model of the Kasai Rex. This is actually a Saurophagonax, which I think it's a synonym for Allosaurus, Allosaurus maximus. I don't know if that isn't a thing anymore. But if you look at the colors on this specific model, it's almost perfectly resembles our Kasai Rex. Even down to the osteoderms here in the back. I got this one from Everything Dinosaur. It's I think it's a UK-based site where they have lots of dinosaurs from all over the place, like Rebor, Papu, all of them. Beasts of Mesozoic. Those are some models I'm trying to. I'm trying. It isn't the correct term, but I want to. Yes, the link is down there. This is the Saurophaganax. I don't know the version. I think it's the volcano version. There are other color schemes, but this one is really, I mean, it's like almost 1-to-1 to our Kasai Rex, which is actually the color, just the color. Let me show you one more thing about the Kasai Rex. It's a cryptid. I know everyone loves this cryptid because it's a big theropod dinosaur. Resembles a Kasai Rex. How will you make sure? I will not paint the reborn Saurophaganax. If I had to repaint any model, I would buy another one of these. This is the reborn Echinathosaurus. I think it's like this. Hola. This is almost perfectly our Kasai Rex. Not in color, but in body shape. You can see it's a very big model. This one it has some ears now. It's my first reborn model, and you can see it even opens the mouth and everything. Yes, I would love to have an action figure of Kasai Rex, and it would pretty much resemble this one. This one is almost a perfect Kasai Rex because I know it's not like the most accurate Abelosaurid. It's mostly like the Disney's Dinosaur Carnotaurus, but without the horns. I know Rebor, they basically took the same body shape. Yes, it's a remodeled version, yes. But I mean, I don't know why, without the horns and somewhat of a different coloration, it almost perfectly looks like another animal. I don't know why. I think in that film, the dinosaur film, you had the Carnotaurus. The animals, mostly the herbivores, were a bit animated, were a bit stylized to fit the Disney theme. One thing that wasn't too stylized was a Carnotaurus. It was more realistic. I mean, the lips moved. That didn't make a lot of sense. But yes, besides that, it's like a gigantic Carnotaurus, and this model represents like the same Carnotaurus but without the horns in the repaint. If I had to make some custom paint job for a Kasai Rex, I would definitely 100% pick this model. Okay, I just have to say that. I would love to. I would love to like get a bunch of these models and paint a lot of them, like the Kasai Rex. I don't know if that's something people do, like repaint other models. I know people that make models from scratch, and that's something I would like to explore in the future. Hi, new fan. I'm going to say in Portuguese, Amélia. In English, I know it's Amelia, but I'd say Amélia. Amélia, a Congo story. It's like basically almost the same story, but from the perspective of the nurse of Amélia. I actually don't have a copy of Amélia here, but you can see some images online. It's the perspective of the nurse, but the nurse only appears in the It's a spin-off, basically. It's like I don't know. You guys must watch like a lot of series maybe on Netflix, and spin-offs on series are happening all the time. It's basically the same, but with a comic book. Yes, The Lost World by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's my biggest inspiration for Congo. I will show it again. For Congo 1880. This is the book itself. Because I grew up reading The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle, and I also saw that there was a series on the TV. I think the series wasn't that good. The Tyrannosaurus was a bit, I don't know, was a bit strange. If I remember correctly, the teeth were really, really huge. And yes, I am a dinosaur fan, but as I was saying, um, there was a series of The Lost World, of Conan Doyle's Lost World, and there was also a TV film. I absolutely love the TV film. I think it delivers a very strong message about people not. Thank you so much. About people not. People exploring places they shouldn't. I mean, now I will quote the Green Goblin. I'm something of an explorer myself. I love going in the woods and explore all the little animals and everything. I love that. But I also think that they deserve to be in their place. And the Lost World really, it transmits like a very powerful image of people touching places they shouldn't. And that's what I love about this story, like an unexplored forest, a group of explorers, they come across these animals. They're not there to like explore the animals themselves, but the animals just come along. You have animals like Mokele Mbembe, Nguma Monene, the Spinosaurus. You have the Congo raptor, which is, I will talk about the Congo raptor a bit later in this live. You have the Kasai Rex and one of the most famous of them all, the J'ba Fofi, which is the giant spider. And it's personally, it's my favorite cryptid because it's the one that, I mean, science disproves the existence of J'ba Fofi by saying it couldn't breathe. I understand that, but yes, I mean, J'ba Fofi, it's my favorite cryptid, but it's the one I would most likely go on a trip to find. I don't know how to explain this better, but I would love to. Absolutely love to. Yeah, Spinosaurus. I have a Spinosaurus here. I would absolutely love to explore the J'ba Fofi, all of them really, but the J'ba Fofi, it's the one I love. I love the most. Spidersaurus, it's an idea. I think I didn't answer a message here. No, I think I answered them all. Sorry. Thank you all for your support. We have a video coming soon. I don't know when. Maybe this month. Maybe this month. There, it's very horror driven. Very. I don't want to use the words analog horror because it really isn't that much analog horror, but it really delves deep into the horror aspect of Congo Raptor. It's a very, very, I hope it's a very, very scary video about Congo Raptor. I'm not saying it will have like jump scares, and I'm not a real fan of jump scares, but it will have a Congo Raptor, a very dark and moody setting. I think you guys will love it. We're working on it maybe for almost a month now. Thank you. Thank you so much. There are yes, I will get to that question later. There are some aspects of the cryptids I would have changed personally, but there's a problem with that. When you change something too much, it becomes like people will look at it, and as many people who aren't really into dinosaurs have said in press releases of our comic book here in Portugal, they've looked at Nguma Monene and they don't understand it is basically based off Spinosaurus. It's basically a Spinosaurus. And many press releases say that I invented that look. I didn't invent the look of Spinosaur at all. And some people who aren't into dinosaurs, like I am and you guys are, I mean, it's really strange to say no, that's not invented. That's a real dinosaur. at least so far. Maybe Spinosaurus will change in a few months again, but Spinosaurus existed, and it's a real animal. And I don't know, people may look at it and yes, I will definitely sign it, okay? And I will, and thank you so much. I will sign every copy that you guys order from us. Every copy will be signed and sent out as fast as possible. And so, I was talking about the Guma Monene. I have the Papo version of Spinosaurus here, which already has the big tail. This was before the big vertebrae on Spinosaurus tail were discovered. And Papo really, I don't know, they time traveled or something, because the model is really beautiful. I mean, until today, it's a very beautiful model. I still love it. Nowadays, I believe Spinosaurus had some sort of coverage in the back teeth, not in the front ones, but that's another topic that I will maybe talk about in the future. Because I also love the scientific aspect of these animals. Sorry if I didn't answer. Yes, I am planning on exploring other places outside of Congo, outside of Africa. We have, like in Australia, there's the Burundjur. I think it's pronounced like that. It's a very interesting theropod. You also have, I don't know exactly where, the ceratopsian cryptid. I think it's Alaska, if I'm right. I don't know. I have to remind myself where it exists. But it's like a heavily feathered ceratosaur. It's very interesting. I would like to explore that story too. You have not a dinosaur, but you have the Mapinguari in the Amazon. It's one of those cryptids. I say it absolutely existed or exists today, because it's basically a giant ground sloth, and I absolutely love that animal, and I would like to make a story about that. There are other cryptids in Europe, but Europe is very, I don't know, it leans more into the paranormal aspect, which I love, but I am trying to be a little more scientific with the designs of the dinosaurs, and I don't want to go too much and invent something out of the blue that doesn't resemble anything. I want to keep it as realistic as possible. Sorry if I didn't answer. Does Bigfoot or Loch Ness exist in our story universe? Probably yes. I'm inclined to say yes, because Loch Ness is basically a marine reptile. It's the plesiosaur, if I'm not mistaken. And Bigfoot, I mean, I can see it being a big primate, not a Gigantopithecus, but I don't know, a lost humanoid, maybe. I don't know. I would have to do some more research, because currently my passion has always been the dinosaurs. So when you steer too far from dinosaurs, because I have to do more research than with dinosaurs, because there are other cryptids. There is the Nandi tiger in the Congo. There is the Billy ape. There are a lot of mammalian cryptids that are very interesting, but I haven't had the chance to explore them like I wanted to. So I started like with the biggest of them all, the Mokele Mbembe. I say the biggest because I'm not too sure Congo has any cryptid that's bigger. This is the reborn Diplodocus, and yes, our Mokele Mbembe is based on a Diplodocid dinosaur, at least because of the spikes. I think it really goes along well. Of course, if Mokele Mbembe were to be classified, it would probably be a Titanosaur, but the body shape looks a lot more like Diplodocus, because that's what people mostly recognize. I have to say one thing before I answer the remaining questions, and there are a lot coming. I shouldn't say this, but I will say anything. Anyway, the Kasai Rex, if it were like, if I had maybe, I don't know how to say this, but there was a time I wanted the Kasai Rex to not have arms at all, because I believe Abelisaurs would have lost their arms if they were alive today. They would probably be called another thing, not Abelisaurs anymore, because the arms were really vestigial, and maybe they would have lost. But I managed to put like Kasai Rex with some feathery plumage on the back side of the arm. I can show you if I have the model here. Imagine if you see this arm right here. Abelisaurs really do have very small arms. I like posing them this way. Are you seeing this? Imagine like in Kasai Rex, this goes all the way up. And I can say in the male version of the Kasai Rex, it has even more plumage, and it's a bit brighter than the female. I can say one thing about the Kasai Rex before I answer the remaining questions. You are seeing this color scheme is basically in the female Kasai Rex. For the male Kasai Rex, I'm basically at this time inverting the colors. So he's mostly blackish and has the top a bit more brighter red. I know that reminds too much maybe of the demon Carnotaurus from Jurassic World films, but I don't know. I like the design that way. Let me know if you have other ideas for the design of the male Kasai Rex, and I will note them down. The Spinosaurus can win, but it's an ambush. I think the Spinosaurus will mostly always win against the J'ba Fofi because of the size problem, unless it's like a juvenile Nguma Monene and it goes into their web and gets trapped, maybe there. Lips of the Tyrannosaurus, some sort of lip. Lips of Tyrannosaurus are an interesting question. I will talk with you about this subject. I am currently doing a full-scale Tyrannosaurus depiction. I am taking my master's degree, and the project I will go with, it's like a representation of Tyrannosaurus throughout the years, and I'm making a life-size representation of Tyrannosaurus. I think it's very good. Everyone I showed them the image really liked it. For now I only have the head, but soon I will have the entire body. It will be like absolutely gigantic. Maybe I'll donate it even to some museums in Portugal or maybe abroad, the files at least, because I think it's very interesting to have a faithful representation of these animals, and Tyrannosaurus is one of the most explored maybe dinosaurs, maybe is the most studied dinosaurs of them all. There's a raptor cryptid in Chile. Yes, probably. No, I absolutely love lips in dinosaurs. I had this thing recently. I didn't really like when Congo first came out. I didn't like lips in theropods. I thought they didn't look as good. But now I put lips in everything. They are fully lipped, and their teeth are like partially submerged by their gums. So I'm trying to be like. I am no paleontologist. I'm just an artist, okay, and a teacher. At this point, I'm also teaching. But I don't know. I think they look more lifelike when they have lips on. We have to try, and I know you guys, a lot of you guys, and I myself, I am a big fan of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, but we have to try to go a bit further away from lipless dinosaurs. I think Jurassic Park doesn't have that much lipless dinosaurs, but I think in the case of the Tyrannosaurus, it would have lips more like the raptors, not the movable lips, but lips that would cover the entire mouth. I think I don't have a theropod with me. Yes, I don't. All the theropods I have here show their teeth, so I can say too much about that. Yes, it's one of my dreams too. I saw it on National Geographic and it. I love it. Yes, the Partridge Creek Monster, a giant feathered Ceratosaurus. Yes, I would love to make a story about that one. I think it would be very, very horror focused. Okay, thank you, thank you. Please check out my other videos. We have, I know we haven't been publishing as much as we would like, but we will keep publishing videos about dinosaurs, of course, about the Congo, about everything that we can, about this subject. Okay, now we're talking more about and I will say it again for the ones who weren't here. Now we're promoting this book, and this book is a very big deal for us because it's the first time we ever. Let me show you like a page where they are speaking in English. It's the first time where we print a version. It has that has. It's an English translation, so for us this book it's a very, very big deal, and we would love for everyone to please, if you can, get yourselves a copy of this book, because we would be so honored, and we have some books to ship worldwide. We have been doing that every day, and I don't know. If you guys follow our channel, you know, I know you will like this story and these animals and these characters. We don't talk too much about the human characters because I know the dinosaurs and the cryptids are much more our focus, at least online. So it's harder for us to talk about the people. You know, I would prefer if you really bought the book and saw for yourself see for yourself the characters are. I am really proud of these characters we created. Some of them really existed, and that's basically it. I will show you once again. Maybe I think you already saw this. In the end of the book, you have like a page like this where I show all the sizes of the animals, and you can see the Nguma monene is really similar to the Spinosaurus. Even the colors are. I don't know what it is with me. I love this dinosaur, this specific Spinosaurus. I showed you in the beginning. I don't know. I love these colors. I love the model itself. So I just went with it. If it's perfect, why not go with it? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am now. What is my favorite color? I know I don't have many animals colored like this, but I really like the bluish teal color, like what you see in the Congo Raptor. You see the color of the Congo Raptor illustrations I did? That's basically my favorite color. Now you ask me why the Congo Raptor is so vibrant, so blue, so... Well, if you look at some of the more tropical birds, rainforest birds, they have very bright colors. And the blue, I don't know, it made sense for us to color it like that. I know ambush predators are supposedly not colorful, but for the Congo Raptor, at least the male Congo Raptor, it made sense for us to make a color like. In the dark, it's dark because it's blue, but when it's like in the sunlight, I like to think the feathers of the Congo Raptor would be like a bluish iridescent, like this color. This color you can see maybe in the cassowaries in Australia, and other animals, of course, other birds. I like the iridescent feathers. That's a great look for me. And evidence by Mokele Mbembe resembles in media. In the Cretaceous, titanosaurs like Paralititan were the only ones left. Yes, that's basically it. when I was conceptualizing the Mokele Mbembe, I thought the body plan of titanosaurs didn't go along well with swimming. I don't know why. I'm not a paleontologist. I love these animals and I do a lot of research, but I don't know why titanosaur body plan didn't really scream good swimmer to me. And I don't know why the diplodocid body plan did scream like, yes, this one is a swimmer. It makes no sense. I know it makes no sense, but it's mostly represented as a diplodocus, and we don't want it to delve too much far from that, because that's what people mostly know, that's what mostly drawn and represented, and I didn't really want to go all out and conceptualize like this new sauropod, and then people would look at it and don't really understand what dinosaur is that. Sorry, that's another problem we have. I wouldn't say problem, but a question we have. These animals are not representation of dinosaurs. Okay? So, the Kasai Rex is not a Majungasaurus or a Rajasaurus. Kasai Rex, it's an evolved Belosaur the size of a Tyrannosaur. It's something different, okay? You can argue the Emelantoka, the Mokele Mbembe. Those resemble more versions of known dinosaurs, but I always like to give them something to differ them from the real dinosaurs. If it were for me, maybe I would have taken off the frill in the Emelantoka, because I think it makes more sense. Maybe remove the thrill, maybe conceptualize it as more of an ankylosaur. Ankylosaur slash ceratopsian. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I don't know. It's there were many possibilities, and we ended up going with something a little more commercial, because ultimately we need to sell our work, our products, to keep making these videos and everything. And we are really passionate about this project, so we want to keep doing it. I think people are coming from everywhere and looking at the project and liking it. So we want to keep doing it. Of course, we wouldn't be making it if it wasn't for the support of you guys. Kasai Rex is described as red and black stripes, red with black stripes, so I understand why. Yes, I mean, I think there's not much of a problem if you make a Kasai Rex black with red stripes. I think you're not like changing the colors all that much. I think it suits the male a bit better because it differs from the female. But not too much, because it's basically the same animal, has more feathery integument. I think it's pronounced like that, but the colors are a bit different. It's the same colors, but almost inverted. But it's very. I can't wait to show you guys the male Kasai Rex and hear your opinions on it. Of course, these things can always be changed, and I'm counting on you guys to help me with that. SCP-1265 is about the Congo dinos. Okay, I will have to look into that. I really was into the SCP Foundation some years ago. Nowadays, I haven't been seeing it all too much, but I will. The Reborn T-Rex has lips. I have the version that has lips. It's a beautiful dinosaur. Unfortunately, I don't have here with me the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I have it in another place where it's exposed, like in a big glass. I don't know the word. Big glass enclosure. Let's say like that. With other Reborn dinosaurs. It's a very beautiful model. And I'm now getting the Eofauna T-Rex. Maybe I will buy it today, because recently there have been videos talking about that specific model and all the research that went into it, and I'm convinced. Okay, say no more. say no more. I really, I think it's an interesting model to show you here here in the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. CGI from the cryptids. Okay, I will talk in English. We would like to make, we generally we make the making ofs of these videos. Not all of them, but some of them, yes. We have made the making of for the Congo Raptor one, the first one that crosses like this. That video gathered a lot of millions of views. And was stolen like multiple times. At this point, it's almost impossible to track them all down, because people. Another thing I would like to say, because I answer all comments every day, almost every day, not every day, but almost when I can, I answer the comments. There are a lot of people saying our videos are fake and this and that, but I mean, how we would want them to be real? I can't go and film a dinosaur. Okay, I would have said they're not alive anymore, but they are. Birds are dinosaurs, but you know that phrase. That's not what I'm referring to. Like, there's no Diplodocus alive anymore. There's no Titanosaurs. There's no Abelisaurs alive anymore. So how would they be real? We are not like making the videos for people to believe, oh my god, this is 100% proof of J'ba Fofi, of Mokele Mbembe. The videos are made for other purposes. Mostly they are implemented in our Forgotten World episodes. I don't know how to say this. They're fiction. Of course, they're fiction. Those animals there are CGI, are VFX. That's the main point of it all. But we make them look like they were recorded. But if you read the description and even the title, it says analog horror, so it can't be real. When you look at analog horror, you know that it will be like VFX, CGI, whatever. And I don't know, to this day, every day there's multiple comments of people saying it's fake. You don't need to point that out to us. I mean, how would you want it to be real? Maybe I understand that for the spider ones, because spiders are things that we see every day, and it's easier to make a CGI spider and people believing in it. Oh, this guy is trying to make us believe that a 5-foot-long spider exists. It's not about that, okay? These animals are purely CGI. We also delve deep into the VFX aspect of our series. And we also like to make movies and make films. So we're not trying to fool anyone. I mean, come on, if you see a rhinoceros and an abelisaur looking at the rhinoceros, you know instantly that maybe the rhinoceros is real, but the abelisaur could never be real. I mean, that's a bit strange for people to point out it's fake. But moving along, sorry about this. Peter Jackson said on King Kong, this is not dinosaurs as they... Yes, Peter Jackson had a point. The V-Rex, the Vastatosaurus Rex, which I also have the reborn model, not the new one, I really want the new one, but I don't have it yet. It's an evolved version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. With the I don't know, Peter Jackson's touch. This island had a lot of you guys played the game, didn't you? So you know this island as a very filthy, very humid, it's like fog everywhere. It's beautiful. For me, it's beautiful. It's one of the best, maybe the best, the best universe involving dinosaurs ever created. For me, it's the Peter Jackson's universe. It's ridiculously beautiful. I love everything about it. The animals all have scientific names. I love it. Even the spiders, everything has a scientific name. Everything has a purpose on the island. There are the big apex predators like V-Rex. There are the smaller predators like Venatosaurus, like more Dromaeosaur. Like, man, Peter Jackson is basically a genius, and I have to say I take a lot of inspiration from his work. Of course, My Congo raptors are feathered and accurate, and Venatosaurus are not feathered and not that all that much accurate, but they're lovely. They're basically lovely. In 2005, maybe they were accurate-ish, but I know in 2005 scientists already knew votes. Already knew that. Already knew that some dinosaurs had feathers. So this wasn't a big deal back then. So, but Peter Jackson wanted to go a bit like retro style, like crocodile skin on the Tyrannosaur, the V-Rex in this case. It worked good. It worked well. I think personally, the crocodile skin looks better in things like Spinosaurus and things like, not too much, but Abelisaurus. I know the only evidence we have for this, it's the Carnotaurus fossil, the only Carnotaurus fossil found. And the osteoderms weren't organized like this. They were randomly placed throughout the animal and weren't like as big as this. They weren't like too much crocodile shape. They were more like little osteoderm balls, something like this. I don't know if this is correct, the term. But for Spinosaurus, somehow, I don't know, it looks more crocodile. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. Maybe Spinosaurus had protofeathers too. We don't know. This guy keeps changing. So, favorite cryptid, okay. Must be part of it. Yes, basically they evolved dinosaurs. I know they look too much like dinosaurs that existed, but, sorry, I have to see the pool. But they're speculative dinosaurs. I know there's another speculative dinosaur story. I follow the author. I think it's Tales of Chimere. I don't know if that's pronounced like that, but it's lovely. The illustrations, the artwork, the lore behind this story, it's lovely. I'm not sure it has a comic book. I think not, because if it had a comic book, I would certainly have it. But let me know if it has a comic book. I don't know. Tales of Chimere. I think it's pronounced like that. And the author behind that specific story it's for me it's also a genius. I've seen his works on the speculative theropods and all those dinosaurs. It's beautiful. What can I say more? It's very inspiring, very inspiring. So I will have to search to know if it has more like it has a comic book format or not. Sorry, I'm trying to see what you guys are saying, but I really can't. Hello. Sorry. Dinosapien based. I don't know if I have seen. I have heard about that name, but I haven't seen. I think it's that troodonid dinosaur that turned into a humanoid animal. I think it's that. I don't know if it's that. I remember seeing this image in books. It always seemed really weird to me. What would make people think that if dinosaurs were to evolve like civilization level intelligent, why would they resemble humans? That makes no sense. At most, they would probably resemble corvids or crows, those kind of intelligent animals. You know, they didn't have to evolve like primates. I think you guys get what I'm trying to come across. A humanoid dinosaur, I don't know. It's really deep into science fiction for me. I think it's a very intelligent dinosaur. It's more interesting portrayed as something that resembles a dinosaur and not a human, because we tend to associate intelligence with humanoid-looking figures, and that's wrong. I know we humans are probably the most intelligent animal on Earth for the things we do, we do only because other animals occupy other niches, and we could never occupy their niches because we haven't got the physical strength or the intellectual capacity for that. So saying humanoid represents intelligence, I don't know. I think it mostly represents adaptiveness, and those are the ones who survive, the most adaptable species. But again, like, it's cool. I like the illustration of the Troodonids, Dino sapiens. It's okay. But realistically, I think dinosaurs wouldn't have evolved in humanoid shape. Now I think I can't see your... I can, sorry. What up? What up? Your channel and another videos about the Mokele. Okay, thank you so much. Every time you can reshare our content, but please leave a link to our channel. Okay, we thank you so much, because there are a lot of TikTok creators that are basically stole our Congo raptors and other animals and didn't credit us for it. So it was a bit, and they got much more million views than we did. So yes, as people who are depending a bit on the online community to keep this project, it's bad when we have our content that maybe took months making stolen like that, and we don't want to make like a giant watermark in the videos. That's not our thing. So please give us some credit, okay? As much as I love speculative dinosaur, I'm too attached to known dinosaur general. Yes, I understand that. Of course, I understand that. I mean, I'm making a master's degree on Tyrannosaur representation. So I'm all out for either speculative dinosaurs and the non-speculative, the not so speculative ones, like Tyrannosaurus Rex is not a speculative. It existed. It was an animal, and the only thing that's speculative, it's our representation of Tyrannosaurus. I'm not a paleo artist. I don't consider myself a paleo artist, but every time someone draws a dinosaur, at least scientifically, it's a representation of the animal. We don't really know about Tyrannosaurus Rex color. We don't really know how feathered it was. We have some hints. There are dinosaurs in the family of the Tyrannosaurids that were fully feathered, but Tyrannosaurus wasn't fully feathered as far as we know. So, I mean, we have together like these skin impressions and all of this and make a puzzle out of this. And it's interesting, but it's much more real, you know? When you're talking about speculative, I mean, I love this exercise of what if the KT extinction wasn't to occur? What would have Abelisaurs, Tyrannosaurs, Ceratopsians evolved into? Man, that's one of the best exercises I can think of. And I oftentimes come across some really weird dinosaurs. You can search them on the speculative evolution forums. It's a very interesting read, and all the animals are categorized. It's a bit ancient at this point. It's like 2003, I think, so it's a bit outdated, but it's interesting. It's interesting nonetheless. Almost all Abelisaurs lost their arms or had like this ridiculously small arms. It looks like flies on the spot of the arms. It's really weird, but it's really cool. I like the Dinotopia. I saw I think the films. Are there films or a series? I think it's films. I saw the films as a kid, and I still remember the talking. I think it was Ornithomimus, Gallimimus, and I also remember the Tyrannosaurus Rex like stepping through the roof of some house. That's like, I have it in my mind. I have to rewatch those films. Straight to video. Okay. One of the actors was the one from Prison Break, I think. I also remember because of that. Um, I would like to rewatch. I would like to rewatch that. But I don't know. Talking dinosaurs, it's like too much fantasy. I like things more like my thing 100% is The Lost World by Conan Doyle. That's like my everything. That's like where I go to when I have a problem about something in the story. That's really everything to me. And the TV movie, British, I think it's the British TV movie. It's amazing. It's really beautiful. It's really well made. Um, you have like this BBC Allosaurus. At the time of the Walking with Dinosaurs, I think they used the same models. I loved it. I love that film. I watch that film like 3 times a year, maybe. I absolutely love that film. It was the biggest inspiration for this. I have here I will show you again the Congo 1880 comic books. This one is the first issue. As I said, there will be more issues, and it's very important for us if you can support us by purchasing one of these. All copies go out signed. I make a drawing here in this space, and you can ask for drawings. Like there were people asking for a Congo raptor fighting a leopard. There were people asking for Mokele Mbembe and Nguma Monene in the same image. Man, I love doing this. It's a series about a young dinosapien named Dino, makes friends with more than you. Okay. Pachycephalosaurid-like creatures. I think that's not too strange, but I haven't watched it. Maybe it's not the same thing that I said earlier. Paraworld. No, I don't really know what it is. I think Dinotopia could get another adaptation. Dinosaurs talking in general. I don't know if the dinosaurs talk in the books. Do they? Maybe the dinosaurs talked in the film to be more appealing to kids, like what they did with that Walking with Dinosaurs movie that had the blue Gorgosaurs. The designs were cool, but I never saw the movie because the dinosaurs talk. Let me know if there's a version where like there isn't a human talking, unless it's like a narrator. Because the dinosaurs talk and they don't even open their mouths. It's really weird. That Walking with Dinosaurs film, for me it's really weird. I never got around to watch it. But a film I like, it's the Dinosaur Project, which also has the Mokele Mbembe, Nguma Monene, Kongamatu, I think, also. Kasai Rex, the Kasai Rex there are like Jurassic Park-ish Dilophosaurus, but giant. It's very cool. I like the film. They did talk. Very few spoke full English. Okay, thank you. I think there's a version called the Cretaceous Cut for the Walking with Dinosaurs movie. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know about this. The Cretaceous Cut. Okay. Thank you so much. I have to get around and see it. Let me say one thing. I brought another animal with me that I think you guys will like to see here. It's one of my favorite reborn models, along with the Deinosuchus. This one is the Sarcosuchus. It's a cool representation of what Mahamba, the crocodilian cryptid, could be, with some differences here and there. Okay, so it's a very, very big model. Look at the size of it. It's almost the size of the Diplodocus. Sorry, I keep butchering these pronunciations. This is a very, very beautiful and lifelike model. Look at it. Has all the scales, all the details in the mouth. It's a very beautiful model. And it's a good representation of Mahamba. If I were to put, say, 1/35 scale person alongside this model, look at this. It almost gives like I think it's 50 foot. It's supposed to be 50 foot. Like besides this person, near this human figure, it's like it's almost perfect. Of course, Sarcosuchus was much smaller than this comparison right here. Okay, this is just like a person alongside Sarcosuchus would be like about this big, at least this big, to be maybe a bit bigger than the animal's skull. But again, I really like this model, and Mahamba will definitely make an appearance in the books. Okay, in these books. Not in this one yet, but it will definitely make an appearance. Okay, so watch out for that. Maybe it occupies the same niche as Ngwamonene. Who knows? Okay, Samira, Paraworlds set in a parallel Earth where dinosaurs thrive alongside ancient. Okay. I don't know if I ever heard of that game, but it sounds nice. If you can leave a link below, and I will check it out. Did you ever play Turok or read the comics for this that those games are based on? I played 2008's Turok. I didn't play the older ones, and I loved it. It was my favorite game at the time, and like the dinosaurs were really monstrified. The T-Rex didn't. I mean, the design was very awesome, very cool, but nothing accurate about those designs. The raptors, I think, had some kind of feathery covering. Am I misremembering? I don't know. The Dilophosaurus were actually pretty good. They were like albino, very scary. I had a lot of fear facing those Dilophosaurus at night in the Turok game. There was also a mission when you saw where you saw a Giganotosaurus. They talk about it being a T-Rex, but the face is Giganotosaurus. It's Giganotosaurus or Giganotosaurus. I never understood how people say it, but maybe Giganotosaurus because gecko is pronounced gecko. Okay. Giganotosaurus in the Turok games is one part of the game where you can't kill it. You can shoot it as many times you want. It doesn't do anything. It's a very big animal that eats all the raptors. It's very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much. The physical copy, I think it's sold on Amazon too. On Amazon, it's only the digital version actually. Maybe I don't know how it works with print on demand. Maybe it's not set up yet, but you can buy this one from us. I think it costs much less than maybe a physical copy would on Amazon. So if you buy this on our site, it goes signed. This one is not signed yet, but will be. It goes signed, and that's basically it. I think it's cheap for the book itself, the shipping and everything. We're sending out to the United States. For us, that's like almost on the other side of the world. It's across the Atlantic, so it's really far away for a book to travel. But we can do it. We are doing it. We are sending everywhere in the world. We also sent today to Mexico, I think. So it's Mexico, Italy also, but Italy it's much more near Portugal than all the other places. We also sent a lot of them to the United Kingdom, but most of them are for the US. Okay. But yes, thank you, thanks for asking. It's a Giga. Slade, your partner? Yes, I don't know. Calls it the T-Rex because he doesn't know dinosaurs. Yes, I think it makes sense. He doesn't know dinosaurs. I always thought about that. Oh, he's just calling it a T-Rex because it's big, but it's not a T-Rex. I think they could have make the Giganotosaurus another color because the color is basically the same as T-Rex. It's a brown. It's basically brown. and I would love to see another color for the Giganotosaurus. I think it would fit more and differentiate it from the Tyrannosaurus in the game. I also remember the mission where you have the baby Tyrannosaurs and you have to kill them all. I felt really bad killing them all because, come on, they're just babies. They're just no need to kill babies. But if you saw Prehistoric Planet, you know people really. I mean, people know people. Sorry. If you saw Prehistoric Planet, you know babies were the most, are still the most ingested prey item by predators, because fully grown versions of several herbivores, even nowadays, are like impractical for carnivores to take down, like a full-grown elephant or a full-grown giraffe or buffalo. Like, those are hard animals to take down, but their babies, a bit easier to take down. And dinosaurs must have done that a lot as well. We have lots of dinosaurs with other dinosaurs inside of them, and most are babies, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We already sent out your copy, and let us know when it arrives. Yes, it's Mama Scarface. I think there's a part in the game, sorry about the spoilers, where Turok basically slides the knife in the eye of the animal. There's actually one thing, I can't really show you right now, but there's actually one thing we're making for the third volume of our series. Very much like Turok, now that I think about it. It's very, very, very similar to Turok, the 2008 game. Very similar to the fight where Turok scars the T-Rex. It's very, very, very similar now that I think about it. It's not the same, there's no one scarring a dinosaur like that, but it's pretty similar. You will see in the future. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, everyone that can, please don't forget to get this book, because it really, really helps us out. And I mean, guys, I don't want to sound condescending, but there's not much comic books involving dinosaurs nowadays. I think there are not too much. There should have been. I mean, there are a lot of comic books about superheroes and all that, but about dinosaurs, it's really rare. And a story about cryptids, it's even rarer. I think it's like that. I mean, I'm very passionate about this, so please, if you can, get this book. It's Christmas time for those who celebrate. You can even offer it to anyone who likes. Mistakenly, there are a lot of people here in Portugal that buy for their small kids, and then when the kids open the book, they come across something like this. I can show you, because you already saw it on our socials, and then they come across something like this. And this is not too kid friendly, so watch out when you're offering this to small kids. I mean, they like the dinosaurs and they will like it anyways, but I mean, it's a bit violent for them. It's a bit Mahamba. I know of some other end. Agogwe, which is said to be missing link-like creature. I think I heard about that one, but I don't know the physical aspect of it. I will have to. I am all up for portraying other cryptids, mammalian cryptids. Okay, I'm seeing it right now. It looks like an Australopithecus, doesn't it? It makes sense. It makes sense for it to look like. Sounds interesting, but also sounds like the Billy Ape, a bit more humanoid looking, of course. This will be behind World War Z. Is making a Turok game? I didn't know that, Willie. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now that's very, very cool. Are, will it be a sequel? I would very much like a Turok 2, but I think it will not be a sequel. I think they will just remake the games. But I would have loved a sequel for the Turok. Support indie paleo media. Yes, yes, please support indie paleo media, because I'm not talking about me or just about me, but some of the indie paleo media is some of the best paleo media you can purchase, because mainly about, for example, like models you can have in your hands. Some indie models are very good. I know they're very expensive, but are very good. In the case of books, you have, of course, Primitive War, which is absolutely gigantic. It will have a film now, and we are close with the author, and we love the project. Of course, it's it's also an inspiration for us. And we want Congo to reach those heights in the future. We want a film about Congo. Why not a series? Anything. Maybe a film, because a series would be too expensive. You have to keep in mind. Making CG dinosaurs. We can make CG dinosaurs like these small clips, like 15 seconds. They may take like 1 month or 2 months in the making. So just for you to have that in mind. It could be nothing. I would love to see a new Turok game, but I don't want to get my hopes up. I would absolutely love to see a new Turok game. I think the 2008 game still holds up pretty well, but I don't think they will be making a sequel to that one. I would love to, but they probably will not. But let's see. Maybe it's a new Turok, more like the original Turok, the Turok that resembles more of has a long hair. I think it has a long hair and a bow and arrow. I think that's the Turok they may go for now to play them. Okay, Turok 1, 2, 3. There's also the other game. It's actually more of a hunting simulator, Carnivores. I really played that in my PS3 back in the day. I played a lot of Carnivores. I love the remake they did, but they didn't include a whole lot of dinosaurs, because I don't know, the first version for the PS1, I think, had like lots of dinosaurs. It had the Spinosaurus, T-Rex, it had a lot of them. In the new version, it looks really beautiful. I think they added Giganotosaurus now, but it's like maybe 7 dinosaurs at this point. I think they could have done a lot more dinosaurs if they wanted. The gameplay was too stiff. Okay. I can see where that is coming from. I had a lot of trouble moving the camera around to shoot the enemies. I understand where you're coming from, and I totally agree. My favorite thing about that game was probably using the knife on getting to use the knife. Like stealth missions. When they were shooting it at me or at the character, I don't know. It became like an FPS, I guess. It always was an FPS, but I don't know, the knife mechanic really satisfied me back in the day. If ever went to check out a game called Project Ferocious, yes, I have been seeing, and also Instinction. I don't know if you have been seeing something about that, but Instinction has some really detailed dinosaur models. I have been seeing their their most recent work. Man, those guys are amazing, really. They modeled like a Sarcosuchus, a T-Rex, Carnotaurus. I think they modeled some more. Those animals are so lifelike. They almost could be in a film, In the game, it looks amazing. I don't know when it will come out, but I'm hoping it will. Project Ferocious sounds like a spiritual successor of the King Kong 2005 King Kong game, which sounds brutally amazing if you ask me. Uh, it has like giant crabs, giant enemy crabs. It has dinosaurs, a lot of dinosaurs. Even the herbivores like chase you down and step on you. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really good. I think my favorite dinosaur game still is the Peter Jackson's King Kong, because the atmosphere, the animals, the horror aspect of the game was, for me, I say this, the game is, in my opinion, even better than the movie. Okay, the game for me is like peak. It's perfect. The game is perfect. I only wish it could have lasted even longer than it did. Especially the Jack Driscoll missions. Those were my favorite. The King Kong missions are cool, but I prefer the Jack Driscoll missions because I don't know. It's just more realistic, I guess. You feel like you are there in the island as Jack, shooting all these bats and other animals. Despite the huge demand, Capcom is far out refusing to do anything with Dino Crisis. I don't know. Some people like to lose money on purpose. Like we indie authors are here trying to sell some copies, trying to invest in things that make sense, that people like. And then there are these big big companies like Capcom, and they know that a remake of Dino Crisis would sell like probably millions of copies, probably millions, and they're just refusing to do it. I don't understand. I also played Dino Crisis back in the day. I didn't manage to complete the game because it was really hard for me. I was just a kid at the time, and it was really hard. I never completed the game, but I know it had like a very oversized Giganotosaurus that grabbed the T-Rex by the body, like super unrealistic, but it was really cool to see. I don't know. Maybe some other company will buy the rights to Dino Crisis and make something. I don't know. The guns could have been improved. Shotgun's flare action was fun. Yes, Ferocious, Dinosaur, Far Cry, Crisis game. Yes. I mean, I'm hoping for all these games. So far we have always seen trailers and something like that. Looks like the Bastard Love Child of Turok, Far Cry and Crisis. Yes, I kind of agree. I think, I don't know if it's Project Ferocious, but it's one of those games with dinosaurs. We'll also have these enemy crabs and shoreline battles, and it also reminds me of Peter Jackson's King Kong. That's why I said it. So guys, I have already passed the 1 hour mark, and I will now unfortunately go away. Once again, I ask you, please, if you can, get a copy of our book. This is basically all of our work summed up in a book with 40-ish pages. So if you like our videos of the Congo Raptors, everything we do, if you like our channel, you should also get this book, because this is what we aim to do in real life. Like, we have the content in social media, of course, we have the online content, but this is something you can touch. Okay, this is something you can read and touch and take with you everywhere. And paper media is dying, so it's always great if you support. Maybe in 20 years time there will probably be almost no books. It's like the bees and the books will like disappear at the same time, or so they say. Some of the other cryptids I teased, such as Mahamba and Sanga, would fit into your world, and others, such as the Enedy tiger. What about the dingo neck? And okay, what is the fire speeder? The Niger fire speeder. What is that cryptid? Can you? The dingo neck, I don't know because it sounds like a mix of various animals. It's a bit too much of chaos, and as much as I like chaos in these stories, I don't know if it would fit the universe. Oh, this is the fire speeder. It looks like a dragon. Well, if we get to make this cryptid come to life, it would not spit fire, for obvious reasons. We are trying to keep this as realistic as possible. Yes, dingo neck is like an armadillo with a saber tooth. Is also crocodile, and this it's a very mixture of animals, very huge mixture of animals. It looks cool, but I don't know how I could adapt it. As for Mahamba and Sanga, my brutally honest answer is yes. They will be in the books, of course. Of course they will be. Maybe not now, but they will be in the future. They will be in the books. There's a difference between imagining and seeing, being able to touch them. That's basically it. You can buy our digital version. It's cool too. We thank you so much, but buying the physical version, it's different. You can take it to work, or if you are studying, to school. I am also working and studying, so it's cool. I am a teacher, so my students love seeing this. They absolutely love it. They have decorated one of the classrooms is decorated with Congo posters. I have to take a picture and maybe post it on YouTube for you to see. It's decorated with Congo posters. Like the kids did that. I didn't have anything to do with it. I only had like the posters because I was grabbing them from an expo, I think, and the kids saw it in the table. Oh, we want to put it in the walls to show this, and I was flattered, of course, and the kids loved it. But I understand maybe some kids think it's too violent. I understand where they're coming from, but when I was their age, if I had seen something like this when I had their age, man, I would have gave everything to be able to get it, even if it's only available online. I would have literally. It's like with any dino media. I'm a bit like that. I can't reach everywhere, but the ones I can reach, I get them physically always. So it's a bit like that. It's a bit. It's almost. It's strange to say this, but it's nostalgic to have a book and being able to send it to you guys. Sun and Bone. No, I did not, but okay, it's a little buggy. Okay, I did not, but I have seen some playthroughs, I think. Sun and Bone. I have to get back to it, but I think Sun and Bone is that one. I think it has a Spinosaurus, a Therizinosaurus. I don't know. It's very foggy, I think. If it's that one, I saw the playthrough, but I didn't play it. Yes, physical is dying, so... there's one more thing I wanted to say before I go. We have the Portuguese versions of these books, of course, and some people bought, many years ago, these versions for 15 euros, which is the cost of the cost of the book at the time and still is, here in Portugal. 15 euros, it's maybe, I don't know, 15-ish dollars. It's not too, the difference is not too much. And people, and I signed it. I signed a lot of them. I signed maybe 3 for the same person. And the person sold the books like by $200 or euros online. So it's like an investment. You can buy it, and if you buy a lot of them, some years later you may sell one of them, right? Maybe something that it's like Lego. It gets really expensive as the years go by. And if you buy it now, it's not expensive. A few years from now, I can't say. I can't say because maybe a rarity. I don't know. Let's hope. Let's hope something along those lines happens. Just to finish this, favorite cryptid out of these, Mokele Mbembe and Guma Monene are tied. No one likes J'ba Fofi. It's strange because when I post videos about J'ba Fofi, those are the ones that get more views. It's strange that you guys don't like J'ba Fofi, but it's the ones that get more views. Kasai Rex, now they're all tied. Mokele Mbembe and Guma Monene and Kasai Rex. I already said, personally my favorite out of this is the J'ba Fofi, because it's a giant tarantula and I love tarantulas. The other ones, maybe not as plausible as J'ba Fofis, as the J'ba Fofi, but I'm a sucker for large theropods, so Guamanene and Kasai Rex are an obvious choice also, but Mokele Mbembe for the famousness. So I don't know if you can say like this. Mokele Mbembe is the most famous out of them. Maybe Mokele Mbembe and J'ba Fofi are both famous in the same way. Sorry, I'm trying to. Yes, I love the Carboniferous period, but as far as we know, there were no giant spiders. The Megarachne turns out to have been more of a, I don't know the name now. It's more of a crab-ish creature. It's a sea creature, sea animal. So the biggest spider we have found is the Nephila jurassica, which is a spider that is big, but is not bigger than today's spiders. I firmly believe there were spiders bigger than today's spiders back then, but we haven't found them yet, so I can't say anything. We have found 1 meter long scorpions. We will find maybe 1 meter leg span spiders in the future. Let's see. Eurypterid, that's it. The word was missing, a sea scorpion. That's it. That's Megarachne. Megarachne was not a spider like we thought until recently. There's even a documentary about a spider, Megarachne, like going in a hunt for lizards, and it hunts the lizards by trashing the chelicerae on the animals. Man, that would have been so, like, I don't know any spider that does it. Maybe camel spiders, which are not spiders. Tarantulas are a bit of a brute force killer, but also inject venom. I don't know, it's all, at the time it seemed like too good to be true. A giant spider, calm down. These are animals, we cannot be inventing, making up this. I believe giant spiders existed, maybe the size of J'ba Fofi, maybe not so big, but the biggest spider nowadays, as almost a foot long, is the Theroposa blondi, or Sturmey, or Apophysis. They all are basically, they are not the same, but they are very close together. They are Therophosa, and they are really big. I had some, but they were juveniles. I sold them. They're really big. Those are the biggest spiders you can find. Are not the huntsman spiders from Australia. Those are big in leg span, but they are really light in weight. The Therophosa species are the ones that are really big. But J'ba Fofi could never be a Therophosa species, because it lives in Africa. In Africa, there are no Therophosa species. It may be like an oversized king baboon spider, who knows? Which are which are much more venomous than the American spiders and make a sound. I know this firsthand. Don't ask me how. So I will now end this live. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you can get your signed copy of Congo 1880. I hope you get to become a fan of this book. Mokele Mbembe is now winning. Mokele Mbembe is the cryptid on the cover and the cryptid in the back cover. So this issue is all about Mokele Mbembe. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next few days. I plan to do this more often if I can. I have a really busy schedule and I'm trying to work around it, but I work during the day, I study during the night, and it doesn't. I don't have many time left for things like this. I would like to be making videos for YouTube more often, but unfortunately, right now I can't. However, if you get your copy of Congo 1880, I am one step closer to be able to dedicate myself 100% into this, into Congo, into cryptids, into dinosaurs. So that's it. If you can help me, I have the media for it. I have all the means for it. I just need your help in supporting the project. Keep seeing the videos, keep liking them, and that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Godzilla. Thank you so much. So that's it. See you next time, okay? Bye. See you next time.